Well, hello there, sweetie. Come on now. Sit down for a moment. Get yourself comfortable. I've got my tea, and I'm real glad you stopped by today. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about how heavy the world can feel sometimes, how sharp people's words have become, how quick folks are to judge, to snap, to turn away. It didn't always feel this loud, or maybe it did, and we just didn't have it shouted at us every minute of the day. Either way, I know many of you are tired, tired of trying, tired of being gentle in a world that doesn't always seem to want it. So today, I want to talk with you about something simple, but not easy. Being kind when the world feels unkind. Now let me tell you something right away, so we're clear. Kindness does not mean being weak. It does not mean letting people walk all over you, and it surely does not mean pretending that hurt doesn't hurt. Kindness is strength that has learned how to be soft. When I was younger, I used to think kindness was something you offered when life was going well, when your heart was full, when people were polite back. But life taught me otherwise. Kindness matters most when it costs you something, when you don't feel like giving it, when the world hasn't earned it. I've lived long enough to see people lash out because they're afraid. I've seen anger used as armor. I've seen cruelty grow where pain was never tended to. And I've learned this. Most unkind people are carrying wounds you cannot see. That doesn't excuse bad behavior, no, sir. But it does explain it. You see, when someone speaks sharply to you, when they dismiss you, when they treat you as if you don't matter, you have a choice. You can harden your heart to survive, or you can soften it to heal. Hardening feels safer at first, but it makes the world colder for everyone, including you. Kindness, on the other hand, is like lighting a candle in a dark room. It doesn't make the darkness disappear all at once, but it reminds you that light still exists. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Grandma Pearl, I've tried being kind, and all it did was hurt me. Oh, sweetie, I hear you. I really do. That's why kindness must always walk hand in hand with wisdom. Being kind doesn't mean staying where you're mistreated. It doesn't mean explaining yourself to people who've already decided not to listen. And it doesn't mean giving endless chances to someone who keeps breaking your heart. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is step back. Kindness isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet dignity. Sometimes it's choosing not to say the cruel thing you could say. Sometimes it's leaving with your head held high instead of winning an argument. I've found that the strongest kindness is calm. Calm enough not to take everything personally. Calm enough not to mirror someone else's bitterness. Calm enough to say, "This stops with me." You don't owe the world your bitterness. It has plenty already. Now let me share something personal with you. There were times in my life when I let unkindness change me. Times when disappointment made me sharp. When grief made me distant. When hurt made me say things I didn't mean. And every single time, I regretted the person I became more than the pain that started it. Because, sweetie, when you let the world make you unkind, it takes something precious from you. Your softness, your warmth, your peace. Kindness is not about fixing the world. It's about protecting your own heart while you live in it. A kind heart rests easier at night. It doesn't replay every argument. It doesn't carry the weight of words it wishes it could take back. And let me tell you something else. Something important. The world remembers kindness. You may never know whose life you touched with a small moment of grace, a smile when someone felt invisible, a gentle word on a hard day, a pause instead of a reaction. I still remember people who were kind to me decades ago. I've forgotten most of the insults. But kindness, that stays. If you're feeling worn down right now, I want you to hear this clearly. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to choose where your kindness flows. Kindness should never empty you. It should come from a place of fullness, not obligation. And if all you can manage some days is being kind to yourself, well, that counts too. Speak to yourself gently. Forgive your own mistakes. Don't shame yourself for feeling tired in a tired world. The world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs more gentle ones. So when the world feels unkind, and it will, be the soft place you once needed. Be the calm you wish you'd been given. Be kind, but be wise. And remember, sweetie, your kindness is not wasted. Not ever. Thank you for sitting with me today. It means more to me than you know. I always enjoy talking with you. See you soon, sweetie.